Honestly, I've been wanting to design games probably since I was a kid. I want to be responsible for shaping someone else's childhood, like making something that someone's going to remember as fondly.
At a very young age, I learned I really liked being like, oh, this is something that was made by real people. I want to be one of those people who make things that people break.
But then I got into high school and I had a lot of interests, a lot of different career interests. And I realized game design, it has coding, it has art, it has 3D modeling, it has story writing, it has all the different components that I was interested in, so I didn't have to choose, I could do everything.
Game design is one of the few jobs that combines a level of objective skill with subjective talent.
It is making a game, right? Making an interactive experience that is enjoyable or has some sort of lasting impact.
Game design is a way to explore and share experiences in a way that is truly special and something that you're not going to really get anywhere else.
I think the ultimate reward is seeing other players enjoy your game.
It is bringing happiness and joy to people across the globe.
Watching how they analyze what we've built, that experience is just one of my favorite parts of the whole thing.
And knowing that with games, it's such an online medium that I'm able to kind of put those experiences and those games out there for anyone and everyone to be able to experience. And just knowing that somewhere out there, someone I have never met, will never meet, played something I made and had a smile on their face is an incredibly rewarding experience.
Going through this major and having so many different types of classes be part of the requirement helped give me a perspective on all the different types of work that goes into making a single game.
Through this degree, I've learned to talk to people so much better. I feel much more equipped to just interact with all kind of fields of study and all fields of business. And it's just my ability to interact with the world has definitely gone up as I've gone through this degree.
I think games do make this world better. There's so many possibilities that really haven't been explored yet, where I think gaming will allow these skill sets or ideas be taken to the next level.
I would definitely say that games are one of the most purest art forms at their best. You can express so much in a game. It's the culmination of so many different pieces of media. Games can speak to people in different ways than other art forms can, and I think that's really powerful.
Games heighten and expand our consciousness. Art is what makes life worth living. We can all agree there's no more immersive art form than the one where you yourself get to experience the story as a player.
Games are really defined by their interactivity. It's able to create a really unique thing where the person who's kind of experiencing the media, crafting their own experience and how their journey through this digital world will play out.
And it was really interesting to find a lot of people that were from different walks of life, all coming together.
You can be as great of a game designer individually, but how you make truly great games is by finding other people who can support your skill set and allowing them to raise you and the game above where you could do it by yourself.
I think specifically growing with the group that I've been working with, I think that only came through this specific type of endeavor.
Through working on our capstone game together, just through working on games together, the people I've met, I have become friends with them. So not only am I making a fun, cool, rewarding, fun game at the end of the day, but I'm also having a fun time with people that I actively want to be friends with.
What's next after this? Into the future, figuring out things on my own is going to be scary, but it's also something that I'm really looking forward to.
Regardless of whatever I do in my life, I'm going to keep making games. The avenue I make those games might change. The scale at which I make those games might change. But I will always be making games no matter where this industry and this field develops.
You learn so many different skills when you're in the program. And so because of how varied of a skill set you learn in the major, and then the connections you build through that, and just the teamwork skills that you build through that, I'm not worried about finding a job. It may not be in game design, but I'll find something. I think the game design major will help me with whatever I do.
At the end of every semester, when I have a game I've worked on and I can look back at that and be like, I made that, that's more than enough of a reason for me to be proud of being in this major.